Good morning, students. I hope you all are well. So, as we have done till short question answers of our chapter 1, that is crop production and management. So, in continuation of that, today we will do exercise F, that is the long question answers of this chapter 1. And questions are given at page number 21 in your book. And I think you all have purchased the book. You can see the questions from there. And if you have not purchased, so please purchase your book so that your studies will not be suffered. Okay? And I will send you the questions so that you can see the questions from the PDF also. So let's start our exercise F, that is long question answers. So question 1 is write and describe the various steps involved in preparation of soil. So student, in this question you have to write the various steps or the process involved while preparing the soil. So as we have discussed that there are different practices which are followed for agriculture. Okay, basic practices are there which are known as preparation of soil, sowing of seeds, adding manures and fertilizers. After this there is a weeding is there, harvesting is there, so there are different processes, and the last process is of storage. So this preparation of soil is the first process or the basic practices of agriculture practices. Okay, so this is the first step. In this first, what we have to do, we have to prepare the soil. How? There are different processes are there. First one is plowing, that is also known as tilling. Plowing or tilling means turning upon the soil to make it loose so that the air can easily enter into the soil and the plant root can easily absorb the soil. Second is leveling. After plowing, what happened? The chunks of soil also formed in the field. So with the help of a leveler, the chunks broken down into the smaller pieces and leveling of the field is done. And after this, adding fertilizers and manures. Fertilizers and manures are added to the soil to add nutrients to the soil so that plants can easily absorb the nutrients. So let's see the answer of this question 1. The various process or various steps involved in preparation of soil are: first one is plowing. The process of loosening and turning of soil is called plowing. Second is leveling. Leveling, it is done to make the surface of the soil uniform. After plowing, to break bigger chunks of soil, that is done with the help of leveler. A wooden plank is there, okay, that is known as leveling. The third is adding manures and fertilizers. So we have already discussed that manures are prepared in the field, whereas fertilizers are prepared in the factories. Along with it, manures are organic and fertilizers are inorganic. Next to it, the manures, the nutrition or the nutrients, it is not nutrient specific, whereas the fertilizers are nutrient specific. So manures and fertilizers are added to the soil in the form of nutrients for the healthy plant growth. Nutrients are added in the form of manures and fertilizers so that the plant's growth will be healthy. Next is question 2 is there. Define sowing and describe various methods adopted for sowing seed. So student, in this question you have to first define what is sowing. Then you have to write the different methods which are used for sowing the seeds. So at the time of chapter, we have discussed that sowing means placing of seeds into the soil at right depth. And for this, there are different methods are used. Earlier, broadcaster, traditional methods, seed drill are used. But nowadays, different methods are also used. Seed drill is used to place the seeds at proper distance and at proper depth also. Because broadcaster is also used In earlier time, what happens? The seeds are thrown randomly. They are scattered randomly in the field so that they are not sown at a right depth. And some of the seeds will remain up on the soil. So plants, so these will not grow into the plants and were eaten by the birds and the insects. So let's see the answer to this question too. Sowing means placing the seeds into the soil at right depth is called sowing of seeds. Next is the different methods used for sowing seeds are, first one is broadcasting. In broadcasting, what happens? The seeds are scattered like this. Randomly they are scattered in the field. Okay. And earlier time the broadcaster is also used, that can be done manually or physical or mechanical broadcasters can be used. Next is scattering of seeds randomly in the field is known as broadcasting. Next is by seed drill. By seed drill. By seed drill, seeds are sown uniformly at proper distance and depth. They are at proper distance from each other and at proper depth also, so that they cannot be eaten by the birds and the insects. Next is transplantation. Some seeds are directly do not grown into the field and they require standing water like in rice. So first the seeds are grown into the nursery till the seedling stage, and after some time the healthy seedlings are transplanted into the main field by hand. So that is known as transplantation. So seeds first grown into the nursery till seedling stage and then seedlings transplanted to the field by hand. So next question 3 is describe the process of irrigation along with all the methods of irrigation. So student, in this first of all, in this you have to describe about the different methods of irrigation. So first of all, irrigation means watering of plants at regular interval of time is known as irrigation. And we have already discussed that there are different sources of irrigation like rain, tube well, wells. They all are the different sources of irrigation from where we get the water. After this, we have already discussed that the irrigation is classified into two categories: the traditional methods of irrigation and the modern methods of irrigation. The traditional methods of irrigation are chain pump, moat, rahat and dheki. They are used in the earlier time and they are time consuming and they are not very effective also. Okay, next is the second type is the modern methods of irrigation, which are drip irrigation system, in which the water is supplied drop-wise to the crop and directly to the roots so that the plants can easily absorb the water. After this, sprinkler system is there, in which the vertical pipes are there which connects to which a rotating nozzle is connected and that sprinkle the water in the form of rain to the plants. Next, after this, there is a furrow irrigation is there, in which the field is divided into two parts, ridges and furrows, and the plants are grown in the field is divided into two parts, ridges and grooves. The plants are grown into the ridges and water is supplied to the groove area so that the root can easily absorb the water. And the last method is the basin irrigation, in which water is collected in a pond-like structure, in a basin-like structure, and this method is effective in the crop that requires standing water. So this is about the different methods used for irrigation. So let's see the answer of this question 3. Student, let's see the answer of question 3. First of all, as we have defined irrigation, irrigation means supply of water to crops at different interval is known as irrigation. Supplying of water to crops at different interval is known as irrigation. And there are two different methods. First one is traditional method which are used in earlier times like moat cooling system in which pulley is used. Next is chain pump. Third is Thekli, and the fourth one is rag. So these are the traditional methods which are used for irrigation. Next, there are modern methods. Nowadays, modern methods of irrigation are used. So first one is drip irrigation, in which the water is supplied to the crops in the form of drop. What happened? The underground pipes are there, and on which the holes are present at regular interval, and the water is supplied to the roots of the plant in the form of drop, so that there is no wastage of water, and it is helpful for the crop of fruits and the vegetables. Next is sprinkler system. Sprinkler system, in which the horizontal pipes are there, and on this horizontal pipe, like this, horizontal pipes are there, and which the vertical pipes are there that contains rotating nozzles, and this rotating nozzle sprinkle the water in the form of rain on the crop, and this method is beneficial for the sandy soil because the sandy soil cannot hold water. The third is furrow irrigation. In this, the field is divided into ridges and furrows, or we can also say that ridges and grooves, like this. The field is divided into ridges and grooves. They are known as, upper areas are known as ridges, and the lower areas are known as furrow, or we can also call them grooves. Okay, in this the plants are grown on the ridges area, on the upper area, and the water is flown in the furrow or the groove area, from which the water is easily absorbed by the roots of the plant. The fourth one is basin irrigation. Basin irrigation, in which the field is converted into a basin. Basin means a pond-like structure, a canal-like structure, okay, and filled with water. A pond-like structure is created, and then water is filled into the field. It is useful for the crops which requires standing water, like rice. So we know that the field is completely filled with water for the rice. So student, these are the answers, long question answers of your chapter 1. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.